Wrigley. Are you comfy there? Huh? You comfy in my chair? You know Mom has work to do. A little more than a year ago, I was going to work full-time. We lived in sticks and bricks, and life was okay. Something had to change. So, after much reflection, a little more than a year ago, probably leaning towards 2 years ago, we decided to sell our house, and we bought the truck and trailer outright. We don't owe any money on it. We live, other than pad rent, we live for free.
A few other bills.
Well,
We still have our cell phones and our
yes,
internet.
the normal stuff. I retired. Brent still goes to work every day. Well, 5 days a week.
My escape.
Your escape. But these were intentional changes. We came to the conclusion after much discussion that it was time for me to retire, time for me to stop going to work every day. I had some health issues that I was struggling with. Yeah, so it was an intentional change. So Brent goes to work every day. My days are typically filled with taking care of the dogs, doing some planning. I do some yoga. I used to go to the rec center and go swimming and skating and use the gym, but haven't done that in a little over 2 months. And
Thank you, COVID-19.
yeah. And I used to take care of my grandchildren. So now that COVID-19 is eased up a little bit.
Well, we're into phase 2 now.
Yeah. So I got to go out and take care of my grandsons. And I got to run an errand with my other daughter and see that little guy. And we went and saw Thane on the weekend. So that was just super wonderful that these things are happening. So I had some things that I was doing every day to keep me occupied, keep me busy. And life felt like it had purpose. So when COVID hit, suddenly I don't get to do those things. And so personally, my life felt like it had no purpose. And Brent got to go to work every day. And I got to try and dream up stuff just to keep myself entertained. Because let's face it, walking the dogs around the RV park kind of gets a little boring. And I tried doing like laps of the rows, and that was just too stressful. There's too many other dogs that want to come out and yell at my dogs. So anyways, it started to feel like life was pretty hopeless and pointless. Then I started looking forward. Restrictions started getting lifted. I started thinking about our roadmap, about living on purpose, about living for ourselves and our families, and not worrying about others. So not for the job, not giving in to dogma.
Yeah, working to live, not living to work.
Yeah, not living up to other people's expectations. Started thinking plans according to what we wanted life to look like and what we were looking forward to. So it was also, we had to reorganize our whole trip plan for this summer.
Well, we had plan A was kiboshed.
Yep.
Due to the not being able to get across the border. Then we went to plan B, which
was going down into Calgary and then heading to Edmonton and then going north. Brent wasn't really excited about that plan. I'm like, woohoo, let's go check out North BC. And
well, you were thinking Alaska.
Well, no, I was thinking Yukon.
And still, it's a long way.
So then I came up with this crazy idea. Hey, have you been to Saskatchewan?
No.
So I've never been to Saskatchewan either. So let's go check out the moose. At any rate,
we're gonna go see Mac the Moose in Moose Jaw. Check it out. Yeah.
So, and then as we're planning that trip, we're thinking, what is the purpose? What is the point of going to Saskatchewan other than we've never been there before? We've never seen Mac the Moose up close. Seen him in pictures, seen him online, never seen him up close. I know that there was a moose in think it was Denmark. I'll have to check on that. That
Denmark?
ended
I
up
was
being
thinking Norway. Might be Finland.
one of those.
Scandinavia, anyways.
I'll check it and I'll post it on the video. I never gave it a second thought until I heard that there was a moose or somewhere in Europe. They had a bigger moose, only theirs is silver.
Yeah, it kind of looks
It's not authentic.
not really like a moose.
Anyway, so we're going to go check out all the information on Mac the Moose. So having that purpose of why are we going to go to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, we're going to go there to check on Mac. So we want to be able to have a freedom of choice, freedom of what we're doing and what we're accomplishing. We have decreased our footprint significantly, so we are taking up less space in the world by living in our RV. When we go to places, it's what is the purpose of going to a place? Why just go there just because, been there? The purpose is to let's learn something about this place. Let's find out about what goes on in that community so we can share with you our RV community. Visiting the unknown, maybe reconnecting with some people in our past. So if there's people who we grew up with and maybe they live in a different community, we're going to pop in at my brother's in Alberta. And Brent's mom's also in Alberta. They live in 2 different cities. So there's a purpose behind that. And, maybe we can learn a little bit more about that community while we're there. The other thing is to get to know our country a little bit better. Now that due to COVID, we're not able to go down to the U.S. maybe until September, might be even later than that. The powers that be have made a decision that the borders will not be open this summer for non-essential travel. So in the meantime, let's get to know our country. So we can get to know that and share it and let you know.
Find out what the main draws are for each region, or even a certain park that we go to.
Yeah.
Whether it's Saskatoon, Moose Jaw, Indian Head, or Medicine Hat, or wherever.
And Brent played junior hockey, so maybe pop in on some of those small towns that have junior A hockey, and maybe check out the sports complexes that they have in Saskatchewan, and then we can report back on that. I mean, there was the big accident in Humboldt just over a year ago. Oh, yeah, it was just over a year ago, I think.
No.
Is it 2 years now?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, wow. Time flies. Yeah, just, let's go pay our respects to those in Humboldt. And then there's also the opportunity to create new goals and have a look at our old goals and see if they need a little bit of a fresh look on them, and learn how to do things differently. So that's all we really wanted to talk about today, was just our being on purpose, living life on purpose, and moving forward and looking forward to
new things, new places, new people,
and having a positive outlook on the future and what it holds.
and not just going through the motions of living your life.
So don't forget to subscribe.
Hit that bell for notifications and give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Take care. Bye for
Bye.
now.
You. Wrigley. Why are you hanging your head low?
Wow, where's Mom? Up.
And I'm out. Are you going to eat now because Maddie's coming? Huh? You're just going to stare at me now? Being camera shy? You go check on your buddies? Huh? Gonna go check on your buddies?
There's a few other places along the way that I was just reading through some random knowledge questions at work on my phone and found out that
Okay, the powers that be have made the decision that